Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Too nice life singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. Long silence. Strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise islands sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein, the gang violence meets the gang's demises in it. Bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, iris stylish. Same shoe in different sizes with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds. Really need. Very beautifully, very rated. Little battle rise for you. Little battle rise. Really need. Very beautifully, a little rated. What's up? Little battle rise for you.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like
Muhammad Vitaly Klitschko. Here comes one of the greatest fighters ever to come out of Ukraine. Talk of
this bout.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Right, Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. It's bombs away. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
No rest for the weary. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What are you doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job.
Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Don't worry about that.
Here we go for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of defense here at all. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He blocks the right uppercut. Defense is not an option for these two. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali in that last round. On to the third. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They miss with the jab. Nice exchange here from both men. Good counter punching. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Perfect punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That was...
Don't want to lose this fight.
And there's the bell to start round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, and now Now they're just rubbing it in. You'd like to see more jabs. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you don't think it. You just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Ali in that last round.
Come on, you're switching.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice defense on that right hook. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. That will do it. They want no more. And that will do it.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you motherfuckers and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering.
It is Riyadh season in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and we're about to see another big-time fight here at Kingdom Arena. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a...
It's the Pac-Man, the only boxer to hold world championships across 4 decades, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He is forever one of the all-time greats. Terrence Bud.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room open. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. A hook scores. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. And they figure out the combination to this set.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Missing with the hook. They exchange punches. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no... There's the bell for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Pacquiao is rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he got back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
There's a counter shot. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. A perfect counter lands. Trying to land that jab. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally There's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make you fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. It bombs away. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab just missed with the left hand. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. A perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro,
Here we go to the fourth round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Out of the way of that right hook. Hey, those punches add up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrows, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That hook doesn't score. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. Punch scores. The straight right just misses. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned? There's the bell to start round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Misses with the straight left. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Which fighter will say no mas? Nice counter shot. Punch caught him clean. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good defense blocking that left hook. Good counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter. Fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They both want the knockout. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Well done with that counter shot.
How the fuck are our pumps up with him?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no...
That's fucking gold.
Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3.
The three judges agree, and we...
Yo. Yeah. This ain't no bullshit like that, man. I'm not trying to play you. Put some busts or something. Unless you're playing me for money, we're not playing. Keep it a bean.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pour my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone?
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm now on your message, talking about remember. Silence in return, that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the Brontosaurus. And then the T-Rex turned around and ate the florist. That's why I lost my FTD endorsements. But that's really not important. My sadness is snitch, my melancholy informant. Despair wears a wire, my longing rapping the song. My worry is a rap, my lonely tapping the phone.
I wanna give you reasons, tell you what I'm feeling, but none of these lines are secure. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. My tears run off your shoes like water from a goose. You try to wash off all the dirt, but your hands aren't getting clean. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the
To make believers on receivers as you sit back and observe as the rubber curly cord just absorbs all my words. Will you collect us, then connect us, or neglect us on the hole into the wall, then cross the wires on the telephone poles, then bounces off the towers, then up into the satellites, then falls down back to earth to bring a broken heart back to life. Happens all the time, lost the appetite and lack of sleep. If it's dead and flat and line, I leave a message at the bed.